All right, good morning. I'm back. Let's see if we can get a better stream this time around. I modified some settings. Again, I've asked for help on this. I'm not the best with Streamlabs, but we're going to give it a shot. All right. Looks as if though we've got better settings. Hey, we're back. I'm back. All right. So if you're just joining or you don't remember what we're talking about how the market has been selling off overnight, right? We've got a little bit of positive upward momentum this morning. Currently, the ES sold off, found support at the 4-hour Keltner channel bottom, and it's trying to make a move back upwards. However, we've got a lot of pressure overnight, keeping it down. We're in this kind of like downward channel. Oh, crap, I need that there. We broke kind of a major level of resistance or support that we'd had previously at 41.71, and we're just trying to get back up through it. All right, we're fighting. What I do is in the morning is I'll run over to FinViz. I'll pull up the futures tab, and then I've got a point system we'd want to have as many positive points as possible. VIX is if it's negative, it's a positive point. So currently VIX is positive, so it's a negative point. So we're at -1 already. Copper is red, -2. I also look at the Forex futures. Typically, I pay attention to USD JPY. That's negative, so that's -3. And we're negative with the Australian dollar. So we've got 4 negative points against us. That lets me believe that we're going to have kind of a sell-off or a fading day. Positives, sectors that we could look at if we wanted to go long. Obviously, oil seems to be doing well. The other thing I look at is I've got a list that I shared in the previous chat. Spies down. What do you think about retail space like US cost and WMRT or other sectors we mentioned? So yes, I believe oil is going to have a good day today. Thundercat. Just real quick for anyone who I'm just gonna, if you're bullish bias like I am and you have a hard time playing the fade, these are, if we're continuing a downward direction, these are stocks that I will focus on because these are inverse ETFs, meaning that if the market's going down, those 4 tickers are going up. So SQQQ, overnight, this is the 15-minute. Make sure I've got overnight data on. Nope. All right, so I've got extended hours. Finally, keep forgetting to save that. So overnight, SQQQ, it popped up because, like I said, this is an inverse ETF. This will go up when the market goes down. So it's going up. I'm going to answer the live chat question. Reading this a good question. I'll look at retail, right? Just kind of getting a visual heat map here. Looks as if though everything's pretty much tanking a little bit. See if I can just find retail. I thought I had retail over here. Real estate, materials, maybe a good one to look at today. Materials, metals, mining, containers, and packaging. Shipping was doing really well yesterday. IT, so tech, not so great. Industrials, ish. Looks like air freight, logistics, shipping, packaging, oil. So UPS, FedEx, XOM, Ship, I think is one, or VIPs. Healthcare, pharmaceuticals, I don't play that. Financials, if the financials of the bank sectors drop, watch out, we got problems. Obviously energy is good. XOM, COP, Chevron, to name a few. Consumer staples, you'd mentioned Walmart, Costco. They're kind of neutral-ish. Costco just got through having a pretty massive run. I don't know if it's still got some gas in the tank. Consumer discretionary, kind of a mixed bag there. There are some names in there that I see that I wouldn't want to play today, just because they're more highly weighted with information technology, like Amazon, for example. Communications, right? So there's going to be a rotation. I do like consumer staples. So Walmart, Costco, any of these that you see here. I believe I have a couple of those on my list. Energy looks strong. So looking at energy and consumer staples. Pfizer's earnings tomorrow. Yes, Pfizer has earnings. I saw that last night, and I actually had some interest in it. I think I saw it on the Algo. Let's see what Pfizer is doing on the Algo. I believe there's a nice divergence. All right, so sold off. It's trading with price. It's trading with price action. There's a block trade level right at 40 that's going to provide massive support. Just going to bring this up in a larger chart. So I'm glad I finally figured out the stream. It was a pain in the butt, man. I was trying to get every little ounce of juice I could out of it. All right. So Pfizer, based on the 1 minute algorithm from yesterday, we've got a cluster of block trades at this 39.50 to 39.65 level. This is going to provide support for price action until it becomes resistance for yeah, so it's going to provide support, right? So we've got the algos currently diverged bullish or bearishly. However, it's basically trading with price action. We had a nice pop at the end of the day yesterday that broke the downtrend. We had this nice algo downtrend happening, downtrending channel, right? Come on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to grab it from there. Yeah. Looks like it. No. Don't get quite enough room over here. Anyway, we broke the downtrend channel, the downward trend line. We popped up through it, came back, we tested it for support. So the algorithm looks as though it's made a reversal, and could potentially buy for the day. We'd like to see this continue upwards. Looking at Pfizer on the 15. Right, those arrows are this level here. This is that block trade level that I was talking about. This cluster. We do have, this is bearish divergence for the algorithm, however, but like I said, it does appear to be trading with price, right? I'd like to see this continue to curl up. If not, it's obviously gonna drag price down. If we break that 39.50 support level, we've got another block trade level that's going to provide support on the way down. Block trade cluster right at 38.70 is the mean for those. So if we break support, we're going to go down, right? We're going to sell off, we're going to come back. Looks like the previous gap's already been filled. we've got a gap that may need to be filled. All right. Pfizer on, oh my neck, 15-minute chart. All right, first I want to look at the daily. All right, are we in all-time high? All-time highs? No, we're not. All right, cool. Nice little U shape. This could be a cup and handle breakout. We've got earnings today, actually. They beat on earnings. So Thundercat, Pfizer beat on earnings. Could look for continued momentum move upwards. We're currently positive stacked EMAs, SMAs. The 50 just crossed above the 200. I believe that's a golden cross. Our MACD is currently positive and increasing. RSI is increasing and buying. This VZO, I'm not super familiar with it. I've got it on there. I'm learning about it. We are in 103% of our 60-day looks good. We don't really necessarily have any squeezes to speak of. So we bought all day yesterday. We've got some continued buying overnight. We'd like to see this MACD get a little bit more positivity to it, like a little bit more momentum behind it. We've got a little bit of bullish divergence on our indicator here. These two lines, this right here is a Bollinger Band squeeze that's happening. We'd like to see that squeeze fire to the long side. That is on the 5-minute chart. Going back looking at the 4-hour. Looks like we broke previous high of 39.66, 39.70. Our market extension is bullish, or it's increasing. We'd like to see this continue in an upwards direction until it begins curling over. As long as we're stacked positive on our EMAs and SMAs, I would like this to go long. We just busted into a TTM squeeze. We just fired to the long side on that, and our MACD is looking to cross the signal line. So we've got a golden cross on MACD, ready and fired, just fired off. We just popped off with a squeeze. Looks like the 4-hour squeeze popped off. So we can anticipate at least 6 sessions so 6 4-hour sessions. So 20. Is that right? 6 times 4, 24. So at least a full day of this squeeze to continue pushing us upwards. In these instances, I like to grab some fibs from the low to the previous high, back down to the low, right? That gives us a 41.37 target at the 127 and then 43.50. Look in the options chain. Since we just had earnings, I want to go out a couple weeks. The 43.50s are dirt cheap and they've got some decent open interests. My risk tolerance would allow me to go ahead and grab these 41s. I might even actually go in and grab a Delta 70 at the open. So those 39s look great. As long as we can maintain, this would probably be a day trade just because of the way the market's going. So grab those 39s for a quick scalp. Right, for a run into 43. Taking profit at 41 on the way. I like that one. PFE 39, 521 calls. Target 43.50. Taking profit at 41 and 42. Nice one. Oh, my neck. Just killing me. So pop up overnight, we ran into resistance, we came back down, we tested the 21 EMA. Looks like we were basing their support at 40. If we break 40, that would invalidate my position and I have to readjust. So 40 is that key level of support. All right, the next one I wanted to get through is All right, I'm going to throw up these inverse ETFs on the 15 just so people can see what they do look like. And those inverse ETFs are SPXS, SQQQ, FNGD, and LabD. So SPSX, we have bullish divergence on the 15-minute. The algo seems to be steady buying on all of these inverse ETFs. What I would like to see happen is LabD, which is I believe the tech inverse ETF. I'd like to see that curl up and begin to make higher highs as far as the algo is concerned. And let's see, I'm going to screenshot this, and then we'll just mark the screenshot up. That way we can do 4 at once instead of 1 at a time. All right, starting with SPSX, we've got bullish divergence here. We'd like to see this continue in an upward direction, right? We've got downtrend support that we may need to come back down and test as confirmed support for the next move up. That's SPSX. SQQQ, we are currently trading with price action. We've got this lower trend line support you see in here. Currently trading with price action. Looks like we're running to some resistance right at this $11 level. I'd like to see this curl up some more to continue upwards, right? FNGD, I'm not super familiar with this ticker. However, it looks like the algo has been net buying over the last couple of days. It's a $3 ticker, right? These are all obviously not long-term holds. This is something you want to just use to potentially hedge any long positions you have. Nobody knows where the market's going to go or for how long. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research here in the next couple of minutes to see what kind of levels we're looking at. So the LabD, which I believe is tech, the algo is currently at previous resistance. I like to see this curl up. Where'd my drawing tool go? This guy. I like to see this curl up to begin or to confirm a move upwards. However, if we break, we can look for price action to come down. All right, that's SPSX, SQQQ, LabD, and I'm just going to bring this over here. All right, I got to get going pretty quick on these. On the daily. All right, on the daily. All right, LabD. Look at the 4 hour. All right, so this is the overnight chart for LabD. It looks like we are definitely increasing. Squeeze is firing off. See if I can find any sort of targets. I have to go back. All right, so I'd like LabD to at least revert to the 34 EMA. Target on LabD is going to be previous high. Just throw some fibs on there. So high to low. Got this high to current low. All right, we got a little symmetry right here at 23. That's going to be my target. So LabD 23 target. We got a slingshot effect happening. Market selling off. I might go ahead and grab the 25s So Lab D 25s. 60 cents. I'd go in the money on those since I'm hedging my positions. So I'd grab the 21s for 2 weeks from now. It's Lab D, S triple Q. So we are at the A34 EMA coming up on the 50. Got a $13 target on these. Again, I'd grab some deep in the monies, like probably the $10 ones for 2 weeks out. That's the watch list. Lab D. 21s to the watch list. And SPS XS. All right, so this is the inverse SPX basically. 28.85, and then there's this previous gap at 30. Maintain 26 for a run up. These 26s are looking juicy. And then the last one, and then I got to run, is FNGD. So this is the FANG inverse ETF. It's a triple leveraged ETF. I mean, playing the chart in front of me, this is a great looking chart to go long. Targeting the $4 range, so $4, $4.50, $5. I'd probably just buy commons on this, right? Support is at $3.14, $3.15. Let's just call it. Let's just call it 3.15 for these guys. $3.15 support, we maintain that. I like the commons long move to at least this downtrend line that we've got here, which seems to be lining up with the 200 SMA, right? Whole numbers are very important with these basically penny stocks. So the $4 level is going to be important. $3.50 level is going to be important. So that 350, yeah, that 350 level. So 354, 450, and then $5. Right. Let me see. Yeah, no options on this one, so you got to go commons. Right. Just grab one more trendline support for this bad boy. I don't like that one, so I'm going to use this one. Yeah, so that's our downtrend support. Is we've got 25-cent risk for 25, 75, $1.25 reward. Yeah. That's it. So, once again, my name is Algo. Thanks for joining me. Sorry about the snafu this morning with the stream. I'm just not going to screw with it anymore. If you enjoyed the content that you found, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, go over and turn on notifications. I'm going to stream every morning, Monday through Friday, 8:30 Eastern Time. I'm still working on getting some accounts set up so I can do a live stream to the open. definitely just want to use a cash account for that. And yeah, that's it. Stay safe today. Protect your investment. Remember, cash is a position. If you want to get cash, there's always a chance to get back into something. If you're not super comfortable, this market's going to be, I don't want to say it's going to fade all day, but overnight, based on the futures, we are not looking too great. So, good luck today, and TYVM, I don't know, let me just look at this real quick. Let's see. Oh, thank you very much. Thanks, Thundercat. You rock, dude. You rock. Sorry for assuming you were the dude. Thanks, Thundercat. I apologize. Have a great day.